After discovering his affair, I'm grieving the life I have and the life we had planned. I'm angry for the position that he has put us in, and mostly I'm grieving the person I thought he was. He was someone else completely. Oh my goodness, Emma, thank you for sharing this with us. Yeah, there is so much grief and so much loss underneath our pain and anger when we've discovered that our partner has been cheating. And it's really important for us to feel that grief and do something to kind of process it and help us move through it because it's heavy, right? And it just hurts so much. So I really like grieving rituals, and I'd like to tell you about 3 of my favorites. So a grieving ritual is just something that you get in the habit of doing to sort of prompt yourself to feel those grief feelings and in a way kind of contain them to a specific amount of time. It helps you feel the feelings without feeling overwhelmed by the feelings. So here's a couple examples. One grief ritual that is my favorite is to write a letter to the universe. So you sit down and you write out all of the grief that you're feeling at that moment. Something like, I'm grieving who I thought he was, and I've lost the person I thought I married. Write about it. Say as much as you want. Write as long as you want, as little as you want. Don't spend 3 hours doing this, but take a little bit of time. 20, 30 minutes, fantastic. When you're done, fold up the letter, go outside, and somehow safely light it on fire. Watch it burn, right? And as it's burning, you can be thinking, I'm releasing these thoughts into the air. I'm releasing some of this pain and this grief into the universe, and I'm not going to keep it inside me any longer. And as you're watching it kind of flitter away, you can be thinking some of this pain is flittering away. It really helps. For some reason, seeing this happen helps us really kind of internalize it and feel like some of that pain is going away. Okay, the second grieving ritual that I really like is to build a little altar or a shrine, right? It could be a picture with a candle and a flower. It could be, mementos from your life before. Anything you want can be on your altar. And it has no religious purpose. It's just, I'm calling it an altar because that's what it seems to feel like. Then you go to this altar, you light the candle, and you cry, you speak to it, you pray, you say whatever you want to try to get out some of the feelings that you're dealing with. So you might stand there for 5 minutes, saying how you're feeling. Don't censor yourself. Get it all out. However you want to speak, speak. And let your feelings come up and come out. If you want to cry, cry. Crying is actually a very healthy thing. It's a way your nervous system is trying to regulate itself. And after you've done this for a few minutes, hug yourself. I know it seems a little hokey, but doing that and rocking and kind of reassuring yourself and saying, of course you feel this way. Of course you feel this way. You've been through a big trauma, and it's only natural that you would be feeling this much pain and this much grief. That is really going to help you feel better. And then blow out the candle and say, okay, that's enough grieving on this for today, and I will come back and do this again when I need to. And then the third ritual is to gather up some rocks, little rocks, not big rocks. Gather up some little rocks and walk to an open area. It's wonderful if you have a forest or an ocean or a field, some open place where you can throw these rocks. Because what we want to do is take a rock, look at it, and think about a particular thought that's causing us pain, causing us grief, causing us some kind of suffering. And then speak that pain onto the rock, right? Just say, okay, you represent the loss of what I thought I had. And when I thought we were having that wonderful anniversary dinner, I realized that he was texting the AP. And so I am going to throw you away because I don't like this particular thought and feeling, and out you go. And then you throw it and let it go. Really release it. And do this with all of your rocks, right? You can take 10 rocks, you can take 400 rocks. It's going to get heavy, but do this. And I think you're going to find that as you see it go and release it, you're going to start to feel a little bit better. All right, so here's a challenge for you. Try one of these things or an adaptation of them. Then come back and let me know how it affected you, because I think this is going to help you feel a little bit better and feel a little bit less bogged down by that grief. All right. Thanks again for sharing, Emma. We really appreciate it. And that's how so many of us feel.